Hi guys
and ghouls.
welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it as always. Today, in the spirit of Halloween, we're going to be doing a 30 questions spooky YouTuber tag. This is kicking it back old school, like 2010, 2011, which was the YouTube that I really enjoyed back in the day. So I knew that I was going to be filming this video today, but I did not know that I was going to dress up for it. So all of this is very spur of the moment. I call this look on my period, and I think my husband would agree. And this was the easiest thing to achieve. So if y'all are interested in seeing a tutorial on that, just ask me in the comment section below. I have no problem filming it and doing that for y'all. Also, if you want to follow along with me, I would love to read y'all's answers. You can either answer in 1 to 30 or you can skip around, but I would love if y'all participated as well. So if you are interested in seeing this very creepy YouTuber tag, then please keep on watching. So I have all these questions listed on my iPhone, but I'm going to leave them down in the description box below so it's easier for y'all to follow. So question number 1 is favorite horror or Halloween theme song. And that would probably be either a Monster Mash. I always enjoyed Monster Mash, especially at like Halloween parties, or Somebody's Watching Me by Maxwell. I always loved that song. Fun fact, that is a really good song to walk on the treadmill with. It's just got a really good beat and a really good theme and just get you going. Okay, question number 2. Name something that you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or in an abandoned building. A naked man. Question number 3. Have you ever played with a Ouija board? And unfortunately, yes, I have. I've played with them on more than one occasion. It's always been with friends. I had kind of a weird experience with one time. I think I was like 16 or 17. But whenever I was younger, like much younger, my best friend who lived right next door, she told me, and they were like, she wouldn't have like joked around with me. She said that her family, who's very like spiritual, religious, whatnot, that they had one in their house that they bought and they burned it, and the next day it was back in the closet. Super creepy, but I do kind of regret playing with a Ouija board. She's so paranormal. All right, question number 4. Favorite horror monster or villain? And that would probably be Gargamel. I think I've answered that question on my channel before, but I've always loved the Smurfs, and particularly I loved Gargamel. He's just so dastardly. I love his laugh. He's always like trying so hard to get a Smurf and eat a Smurf. I just love him. And I also really liked and I pulled for the hairy monster in the Looney Tunes.
I'm always interested in meeting interesting people. Now let's dip our patties in the water.
Wow!
I just loved that big hairy monster. He was so cute. Okay, question number 5. What is the creepiest thing that's ever happened to you while you were alone? I can't really think of anything that's really happened to me creepy while I was alone. Most things have happened to me with people around me, or at least one person around me. But I can't think of anything specific while I was alone. I know I used to ride bicycles with my friends in the neighborhood, and they had this house that we called it the Leaning Tower, and that supposedly is where Freddy Krueger lived. And sometimes we would like walk around in there. It was like, you know, poop everywhere and stuff like that, but I've never had any sort of like paranormal experience by myself.
Paranormal investigation.
My husband and I traveled to a place called St. Francisville in Louisiana. It is home of the Myrtles. If you don't know about the Myrtles, look it up. But we didn't stay at the Myrtles. We actually stayed at a different place. It was a bed and breakfast at the time. And previously, we didn't know this at the time, but during the Civil War, it was a Civil War hospital. And let me tell you, I had an experience that night. We were supposed to stay from Friday to Sunday. We stayed from Friday to early Saturday morning. We left, we were out of there. It was a horrible experience. We had a really good night. Everything was fine. We had gone out to eat to a really good restaurant that night. And we came home, went to sleep, and I woke up to a jarring feeling. And I opened up my eyes, and I tell you, it was a soldier. It was the weirdest, decrepit looking soldier, very thin, very sick looking, and he just grabbed my arm. And I woke my husband up. We just had an uneasy feeling. the whole time after that, and we're like, you know what? We're done. Let's go. Number 6, if you were dared to spend the night in a haunted house, would you do it? And I have spent the night in a haunted house. Number 7, are you superstitious? Yes. I mean, like, not overly superstitious. I will walk under a ladder. If I break a mirror, it's not a big deal. But I will knock on wood. If I don't have wood around, I'll knock on my head. Or if something's worked for me before, I'll continue to do that until something happens and then it's like it doesn't work anymore. But yeah, I would say I'm kind of superstitious. Number 8, do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision? Yes, all the time, especially in this house, all the freaking time. Number 8, which urban legends scares you the most? When I think of urban legends, I think of like folklore and stuff, and I watched a show. It was on, I think it was on Amazon Prime actually. It's called Lore, and it's based on urban legends from back like long time ago and where they actually originated from. Such a cool show. I preferred season 1 apart from season 2, but my fear would be like being buried alive. Number 10, do you prefer gore or thrillers? Definitely thrillers. I do like gore from time to time, like House of a Thousand Corpses, that type of thing, but a good thriller, yeah, I prefer that. Number 11, do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Number 12, have you ever made a potion of any sort? I'm gonna say probably not. Being a kid of the 80s, like I was born in 1980, and there was a lot of witch shows back then. At one time, I thought that I had Elvira's ring. I had this red ring. I used to walk around my grandparents' house, like outside on their property, and I swore that I can control the wind. But no, I don't think that I've actually made any potions. Not that I know of. Number 13, do you get scared easily? That is a big no. I used to get scared. I would wake up in the middle of the night, like 3:30 in the morning. That's kind of like the witch's hour. And I used to be terrified. I'd like hide under my sheets, or I would refuse to get up to go to the bathroom. Now, I don't care. I know that I am like spiritually strong enough to beat any entity that there is out there. So I have, you know, my spiritual beliefs, and I'm cool with it. Number 14, have you ever played Bloody Mary? Yes, I have played it many times with friends and nothing ever happened. Number 15, do you believe in demons or the devil? Yes, I do. I think that there is evil out there, and I think that it is prevalent. All right, number 16, you're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do you do? Well, I would probably grab my best friend's either Glock or Smith & Wesson, and I would go handle business. Number 17, if you got trapped in one scary movie, which would you choose? Let me see. I was like super terrified of Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street back in the day. Now that stuff doesn't really bother me too much, even though it does like attack your sleep, which is super annoying. So I'm going to say no on that one. Another movie that really scared me was The Ring, but she watched a VHS. So VHS is obsolete now. So I'm going to choose The Ring because I just wouldn't watch the movie. Number 18, if you could wear only one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, which would it be? It would probably be a vampire. Vampires just don't get old. I will continue to watch their movies. They just, you know, can be really, really pretty or really, really ugly. And if I can like vary it up a little bit, which even if I couldn't, I would still want to be a vampire. But yeah, probably a vampire. Number 19, would you ever go to a graveyard at night? Yeah, I think I would. I would be respectful. As long as I'm respectful to the people who are buried there, then yeah, I would definitely go to a graveyard at night. Number 20, in a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? Probably a machete or like a samurai sword or something, kind of like Michonne in The Walking Dead. Because, I mean, I would say a gun, but a gun, you run out of bullets, they jam, that type of thing. So I would probably say a samurai sword. definitely a samurai sword. Number 21, lucky number. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? Definitely a Halloween party. I never enjoyed trick-or-treating. I enjoyed it when my kids were little, but I never enjoyed it as a child. I was like never included. This is so sad. I was never included. Like they would have like hay rides and trick-or-treating parties and they would never invite me. So I would always go trick-or-treating by myself. And there's some like creepy people when you're going like door to door and they answer the door. And yeah, I just have vivid memories of like old men who were like falling down drunk, throwing candy at me. Okay, moving on. You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? I don't know. I'm not going to be the first to die because it's usually like a stupid reason the first one's to die. Maybe I'm the skeptic. That's the one. I'm the skeptic. Number 23. Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie so you can go to sleep? Not anymore. Back in the day, yes. I would be terrified going to sleep. I wouldn't want to go to the bathroom by myself. I would like get my husband. I've been married since I was 20, y'all. So I would get my husband and like he would come with me to the bathroom. Now, I don't have to watch anything. I'm good to go. Number 24. Whilst watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes closed the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? I'm probably the person who yells at the characters. Because I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you falling? Where are your keys? What? You're so stupid. Why are you going that way? That's me. And who else likes the word whilst? Such a fancy word. Number 25. Are you the one who gets scared or the one who does the scaring? Well, I mean, I guess if I have to choose one, it would probably be the one who does the scaring. Number 26. What is your favorite scary book? Well, back when I was a kid, I would read like Goosebumps and stuff, but I haven't read a scary book in a hot minute, like years and years. So probably Goosebumps. Number 27. How old were you when you saw your first horror movie? I don't really know how old I was. I was probably quite young. My parents were actually really strict when it came to watching scary movies and things. I had to be 13 before I was able to watch PG-13 movies without like them present. So, but I mean, I would like go to my friend's house and watch scary movies, and I would like stay up late in my room because I had a TV in my room back then, and I would watch scary movies. So my first scary movie would probably Nightmare on Elm Street, because I can vividly remember being like 6 or 7 years old and being terrified of Freddy Krueger. I was terrified of falling asleep. I was terrified of riding my bike alone. Like we had some abandoned houses near our house, and that was like Freddy Krueger's house. So yeah, it was probably Freddy Krueger. Nightmare on Elm Street for show. Number 28. What was your first Halloween costume? I think, if I recall, I think my mother dressed me up as a clown. I remember having this terrible looking jumpsuit thing and like a colorful, fluffy, really, really itchy wig. I don't remember being the clown, but I do remember having the outfit on. So I don't like clowns. That's not my thing. But yeah, I think I was a clown for my first Halloween. All right, number 29. We're almost done. What are you going to be for Halloween this year? Well, they don't really have a whole lot of Halloween festivities around here. So I'm just going to be a grumpy, almost 40-year-old bitch. Same thing I am every other day. All right, last one, number 30. If you could have a spooky Halloween pet, black cat, owl, bat, rat, wolf, what would you pick? I'm guessing that's kind of like Hogwarts, like Harry Potter style. So I'm going to say a pig, because I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Amos is evil. Don't believe otherwise, because it is true. He is the biggest jerk in this house. And yeah, my pig is a butthole. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this 30 spooky Halloween questions YouTuber tag. I hope y'all found this video helpful and enjoyable. Not helpful, but enjoyable at least. Let me know in the comment section below some of your answers to these questions. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day no matter where you are in the world. And I'll be seeing y'all very, very soon. Bye guys.